usher in. You're a voting member of the Rock Hall, right?
To remember, but I'm beginning to run out of people to vote for, to be honest. And
So,
I have this long conversation with Clem Burke, who comes and stays with me in London sometimes, and I stay with him over here, although not this time. But and he saw my voting slip on the side, and we both say, why on earth don't they put the New York Dolls in? They were so important, and they never get in there. And even just to shut up guys like us, I don't think you'd had all those hair bands for what it's worth. If it weren't for the Dolls, you certainly wouldn't have had punk if it wasn't for the Dolls. They're important. And then you put Dolly Parton in, who's fantastic, but she's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, she is now, but you know,
mhm.
kind of weird.
So as a voting member, you don't have it's actually, is it the board that puts the nominees up? You have no say in the nominees?
Not really. No, I think maybe if I was sort of cultivated a bit more of a in the inner sanctum, maybe I could do. But I live in London, so I don't really do that. It's just what appears on this little brochure you get every year with a tear off. If you must know, there's a tear off slip at the back, and you've got to pick no more than 5 people, 5 acts, and then you put it in an envelope and send it back. And but because I've been busy this year, I had a quick look. There was nothing not too much I really wanted to big up. And I kind of probably won't vote this year because I've missed the boat.
Oh, abstain. Okay.
But what I thought was I'll bring it with me. I'm not abstaining. I just didn't get it together. I thought I'd bring the brochure with the voting slip with me and post it and I forgot to pack it.
Well, we can cast a fan vote on your behalf.
Oh, can you? All right.
Yeah, you don't want. She'll vote for everyone that you wouldn't vote for.
Who would you vote for that I wouldn't vote for?
I vote for Sheryl Crow.
Oh, I like Sheryl Crow. Mind you, a big hit, song comes up on Santa Monica Boulevard, and half like a Steelers Will song, Stuck in the Middle with You, the guitar part. Da, 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 da. I would say it's what we call in the trade a nick.
Come on, you nicked some songs, didn't you?
Yeah, but the thing is when I do it, it's a homage, right?
Okay. Oh, good to know.
It's a fine line, right?
It's also spelt differently, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you vote for?
But this time around, well, I'd vote for the New York Dolls.
Oh, so what was it about the New York? I mean,
I mean, there's not many things that are kind of a sea change in music, but they were. And I was actually very fortunate. I was a big fan of a band called The Faces, who are in the Hall of Fame, for what it's worth. But I went to see them when I was about 15. No idea who was supporting, but determined to get my money's worth for the ticket, what I paid for. And the New York Dolls, when it was the original band with Billy Mercier on drums, not about a couple of weeks before he died. So I kind of feel privileged to see them. They were so exciting. Yeah, and that was when I was beginning to get 15 and a half, 16. We're meeting the guys from the Pistols. We hadn't really started playing then, but quite a few things came together in my life, my musical life then, and they were one of the things that were instrumental to that. But I was quite privileged over the years. I became pretty friendly by those guys, and particularly Sylvain. I did a couple of East Coast American double-header tours with him, and it was great. They're just little clubs, but we was driving up and down the Eastern Seaboard, me and him on me driving, him navigating, but he always left his glasses in the back of the car, which wasn't very helpful. But we'd hitch a ride on a kind of gospel station, and there's one with some guy, I think they call him Breathers. I don't know. And then they play all this fantastic music. It was kind of cool. Yeah.